Well, the day has finally come where we're going to talk about Raëlism. What is it? Well, Raëlism is a religious movement founded in 1974 by a man named Raël, whose real name is actually Jahanna Khalili. And when he was 24 years old, he claimed to have met extraterrestrials who informed him that they were the creators of all life on Earth, and that in 4008 BC they had visited Earth and created humans from their own genetic material. And then they left us here to develop naturally, and that one day they would return to collect the human race and take it back up to the stars with them. In 1975, after having these supposed extraterrestrial run-ins, Raël began holding small seminars in his apartment, and by 1981, this group of seminars became known as Raëlism, or the Raëlian movement. It's also sometimes referred to as the religion of the future. Now the main text of Raëlism is called the Words of Raël, which contains transcripts of those initial meetings that Raël had with the extraterrestrials, and it's divided into 4 sections. The first section is basically an explanation of how we came to be according to Raël and the Elohim. The second part explains the rules of living according to Raëlism. Part 3 describes the history of the development of humanity up until the time of Raël. And then Part 4 talks about what will happen in the future, specifically the return of the Elohim and the departure of the human race from the earth. Now, one of the main tenets of Raëlism is that we are not the only intelligent life in the universe, and that there are many planets out there that are inhabited by civilizations just like ours. But it's not just the belief in extraterrestrial life that makes Raëlism kind of unique. It's also the idea that these beings, these Elohim, they're not just some distant creators that made life and then moved on. No, they actually still care about us, and they're gonna come back and rescue us. They're gonna take us to a planet called El, which is a planet full of peace and love and happiness. And apparently there are already 100 trillion humans living there right now, which begs the question, if there are 100 trillion people on this planet El, how big is the planet El? Also, if they're so peaceful and loving, why did they abandon us here on this rock? I don't know. Maybe they thought we could handle it. Maybe they thought we could do it on our own. Or maybe they were hoping that we wouldn't destroy ourselves. Spoiler alert, didn't work. So yeah, Raëlism is basically a belief system that revolves around the idea that we are not alone in the universe, and that one day we will be taken up to the stars and leave this world behind. If that sounds like something that you're into, then by all means go for it. It certainly can't hurt to believe in something that makes you happy. Just don't be surprised when the Elohim don't show up when they say they're gone nah. Thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe to help my channel grow. And as always, don't forget to keep an open mind.